it is the Gfinity Elite Series. It is week 3, and what a way to start the matches. Epsilon taking on Prophecy. Epsilon were 3-0 up, and Prophecy came out of nowhere to win it 4-3. The saving grace for Epsilon, they do get that point, but what a last match. Takamura versus Akainu. The people in the arena were loving it, and I'm sure Akainu, wherever he is right now, probably backstage, is having a little celebration. Listen, Reason were on the wrong end of a 4-1 rout at the hands of Infused last Friday night, and maybe their downfall was partly due to the absence of a guy who lit up week 1 here in the Gfinity arena. His name is Saltykid.
Sweden in the house. Oh man, Saltykid just needs one touch. Oh my God! I told you it's the Saltykid, yeah!
I feel very confident.
This guy is going to take risks. Good stuff there from Saltykid.
Well, I keep hearing a lot about this Saltykid. Everyone's talking about Saltykid.
When I win, he can share the loss with his friends.
Attitude on the mic is very similar to the way he actually plays in the game.
Oh! The ass to the camera. Saltykid loving that result. Oh, to be the round.
Fortunate turn of events there for Saltykid.
He's got one bar. What's it going to be? Again, the 5 balls has been defended. Oh! I am so surprised. Oh, and the finger to the mouth, if you can.
Well, there you have it, Saltykid. I'd like everybody in this arena to start clapping for me, and welcome to the table, Zaid! He's made it!
Finally.
Oh, that is public transport for you. I tell you what, both of you gentlemen are looking very sort of autumnal. You're getting ready for winter. I like this.
Let's go get ready.
Man's not hot, but
Man's not hot.
No.
Man's not hot. Man can never be hot.
It's lovely to have you here. Week 3, people in my ear are telling me, what a watch. That is epic scenes.
He's flashing it off.
It's epic scenes. How you could lift your arm up. It was epic. This is Zaid. Welcome to the Elite Series again. Lovely to have you.
Cheers, Tom.
What have you seen so far that's caught your eye?
Well, I've just seen the match with Takamura, and I mean, Takamura is always a player that is exciting for me. I mean, you don't see that many Kens anymore. He's quite a specialist character now. You know, you've got the likes of Logan, I guess, and, you know, a few others, but he's not that strong at the moment. So when I see Takamura be, and it's only in this kind of environment, such a short set, one game, he just instills fear into people, and you can see it straight away, and you can just feel it when he's playing. So I enjoy watching him play, and I enjoyed that match we just saw.
Definitely. What a comeback. We've got to talk about Shori Sangan, because...
Brought it back.
Pardon?
Shori Sangan, you brought it back?
Yeah, I brought it back, why not? Excel taking on Reason. This is a cheeky little lineup, but there's a massive change. No Infectious. The man everyone feared, but yet got beaten last week.
Incredible, right?
And he's not here. Now, I'm not suggesting that's a genuine, you don't perform well, you're out. But, you know, the return of Brickterium. What do we think about this Excel lineup tonight?
I mean, we said this in the first season. The bench is so deep that this is an A-class team in itself. I mean, you can swap any one of these guys out and they'll still be strong. Having said that, this is probably Reason's best chance.
Sure.
And all the other teams' best chance for Excel to take another loss. Because really, coming into this season, they want Excel to win as little as possible. So they have a chance here with Saltykid, Boltstrike, and Incognitus. But having heard Hurricane saying that he wants to take everyone out, I don't know.
That's big talk.
I've never heard Hurricane talk like that.
No, of course. He's changed, and also Hurricane not going for a beanie hat. He didn't get the email on that full grey beanie, but he's done it nonetheless. We love to see Brian. He had a dip in form in season 1, brought it back. Brickterium's great as well, as Ariel indicated, a brother from another mother. But I tell you what, I mean, you've got Reason, and now Saltykid's back, a man full of confidence. What would be going through their heads, Zaid, about the fact they want to get that first win? It hasn't happened. Could tonight be the night? That's what they'd be saying, right? There's no Infectious. We've got this.
This is absolutely their best chance. Let's just keep it real. I mean, Infectious is definitely, for me, he's top 3 in Europe, maybe in UK. He's super strong. He's a titan in this environment, and people are aware of it. So he isn't around, people are also aware of that, and this is definitely, as you said, as you both said, this is their best chance. I feel like, realistically, this is their best chance.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, listen, the players know their way around the stage, but not so much the arena, as we found out with the first walkouts. Let's see if this is any better. Excel and Reason are backstage. I'm going to get to my step. Let's see where they stand as well, because we've got match up 1, which is very exciting. The first player I'm going to bring out for Excel is the main man who's returning back to the Elite Series, is Brickterium! prophecies. Which side do you wanna? You gonna go that side? Yeah, you gotta. Get me back. Come on back here, mate. Lovely to see you again. Welcome back. Exciting. Was it nice? I didn't know that you and Ariel related in some way. What's going on there?
No comment.
No comment. I like that. Would you, on a comment of who you'd like to take on from Reason, who do you reckon you've got the minerals against?
I think all of them are pretty good players. I don't really mind who I play. Like I'd like to play Boltstrike, particularly because he's a good pick for them because he's a doctor, so after they take the beating, he can patch up their wounds for them.
Oh! Now, I don't know if this is patronising, but guess what? You're playing Boltstrike. Welcome him out! He's reluctant to come down. Come and join me down on this step. Getting nice and close. Boltstrike, let's talk about this. You've already... There you go. Which step do you want? Either one. Mate, I'm trying to get inside your head here. Listen, you know you've got to get this win today against Excel to get that first win. How confident are you feeling about that?
We're always confident. We're always confident.
Okay, and apparently a bit of a medic. You can bandage these players after Brickterium's beaten you. What do you say to that?
I think I'll change tact, and actually I'll tend to them once they're done.
Oh, strong words.
Don't worry, Brick.
Listen, I'm going to say to you, Boltstrike, you can head that way, and Brickterium, you can head that way. That is matchup 1. A juicy little contest that is going to be. They've already got the beef. Listen, matchup 2, we move on to for Excel. Let's have Brian. Come and join me, Brian. Take a stand right there. How are we feeling tonight?
Confident.
I don't know what. Should I join? There we go.
I know after the loss last week, we need the win tonight, so we need to step it up.
Yeah, definitely. And excited to see Brickterium back again?
Aye, definitely. It's always good to have him back, so get some Yuri in him, show him.
Yeah, okay, beautiful. Well, listen, you are playing tonight a man that they fear. New to the Reason lineup, it's Incognitus! I'm holding him back, mate. I'm holding him back. I'll tell you what, Incognitus, welcome back. Are we going to get the first win for Reason?
I hope so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nothing more than that? Have you been practicing all week?
As much as I can, yeah.
As much as you can, all right.
First to once.
Mate, you are oozing confidence right now, fight power. You're taking on Brian. Is that the person you would have liked to have taken on?
No, because of his Rashid knowledge.
Okay.
He'd trump me there.
Oh, wow.
In all honesty.
In all honesty. Well, I like that. He's already walking away. Incognitus, you go that way. Brian, you head off that way. It's a battle of the knowledge. That means there are 2 players left for matchup 3. It is, of course, Hurricane and Saltykid. Saltykid, come and join us. Now listen, first of all, join me on a step. We've got to talk about it. You missed a flight last week. They needed you. They needed you. Let's talk about it. Let's hang you out a little bit. They needed you and you let them down. Are you turning up this week? Are you going to perform, Saltykid?
Yes, definitely. I feel so bad for letting my team down.
Well, we'll turn that badness that you sort of feel, pity and anger at yourself, and turn it towards this man, Hurricane. I know that you're oozing confidence that no one's seen before from Hurricane. Are you going to sort of deliver today, bringing out the A game?
I'm just coming to win, that's it.
Well, there you have it. Listen, that is matchup 3, Saltykid versus Hurricane. He's here to win. You go that way. Saltykid's going to go the other way. No fisty. He's so confident, the man. Look at him. God, I love him. Listen, let's find out the next 4 matchups for this one. Excel taking on Reason. Matchup 4 is going to be Brickterium versus Saltykid. Matchup 5, Brian versus Boltstrike. Matchup 6 is Hurricane versus Incognitus. And matchup 7, Brickterium versus Saltykid. Listen, while Excel and Reason go through some last-minute checks and prepare for battle, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more thrilling live action in just a few moments.
Reversal is when you do a special move.
If you've been knocked down, thrown on the floor, if your opponent tries to attack you immediately after you've been knocked down, it beats that.
It's really helpful to get people off you.
An opponent is trying to attack you on your wake up, you can do reversal and that will just get them off you. Zoning is keeping your opponent at bay.
Keeping your opponent at the right spacing for your character.
The player that zones really wants to play the defensive game.
Sonic booms all day. You keep your opponent away. You're zoning them out. Cheesy play that's just so cheesy. Like, why would they do that? It's like a one-off Hail Mary kind of thing.
I was like, sorry, bro. I don't know what to say.
Right then, welcome back to the Gfinity Arena. I wasn't allowed to sit on my chair, but that's because I need to get the prediction from Sengan and Zaid as well. So let me put my watch on the table as heavily as I possibly could.
Oh my God.
Sengan, hit me with it.
That.
What is your prediction for this?
I think, you know, I'm an expert. I normally get stuff right, unlike F-Word, who got it wrong the first week. I'm going to go with Excel. I'm going to go with Excel. I think they're going to win. That's the reason.
And what about yourself, Zaid?
I think Claude is here on a mission today. I'm going with Excel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with Excel.
Wise, very wise.
Excel. I'll leave them to battle it out with their conversation right now. I'm going to head over here to these two gentlemen who the dream team is reunited.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for
You haven't
letting everyone
moved.
else
You were here because they didn't turn up late. But
I'm everywhere, mate. You know, I'm
you
pulling
are.
a shift.
Teleporting.
I'm like, you know,
He's the dictator, you see?
If anyone thinks that Logan doesn't put in a shift, he puts in a shift. Now listen, which team looks most rattled to you?
I just want to say as well in advance that just before we did those predictions, that Sengan asked F-Word first who he thought was going to win, so that he could steal his prediction.
So he could get the expert opinion.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say Reason Gaming, and I'll tell you why.
Whoa.
I'll tell you
Man's
why.
lost his head.
Because I'm very interested to see why they've gone for... So Brickterium stepped in when Infectious would normally be playing, right?
Yep.
Brickterium stepped in, but he's playing 3 times. And he's got to play Saltykid twice. Saltykid wasn't here last week. Very, very difficult to deal with. I'm very interested to see. Yes, Hurricane's a monster. Brian, very, very capable player as well. But Saltykid, I think he's going to carry the team through.
Yeah, he's definitely not lost his head. He's got reason behind there for
I have
reason.
reason for the madness.
So what about you, F-Word? What are you saying? Because you know Sengan's going to hound you out. He's going to dig you out
Obviously,
if you don't get this right.
Sengan has protected himself this time around. He obviously thought Reason was going to win. Heard my prediction, snuck it out of me before while we were on break.
Yeah.
So I said Excel's going to win. I'll stick with that. Show you Sengan said I was wrong the first week. Obviously, the memory of a fish there. I was absolutely right the first week. I was right the first week. No, I was right the first week. I was wrong last week.
We need to get like a little pot going, a little...
Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah, money where your mouth is, Sengan. Yeah.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying Excel, baby. Excel all day. Let's go.
They're telling me in my ear, I've got to leave you two.
I told them to start Excel. I said
They're still having a fight. This is matchup 2. It's Excel versus Reason. It's going to be a good one.
I want Sengan on stage next week. Make it happen, Tom.
Yeah, make him play you like I got that set-up game as well before.
Yeah. Distract him, talk in his ear while he's playing.
All of that stuff.
While he's holding his 2 buttons. His head.
It's a very important fixture for both teams again. They all are, but this is very particularly important for Excel. Last season's champions. They're only 1-1. They had a very disappointing loss last week to Prophecy. Reason, of course, are another team that's 0-2. They've got a much improved squad this season, much improved, but is it improved enough to get wins?
Well, they've already won more games than they'd won probably halfway through last season in the first few weeks this season. So definitely improved enough to get a win or two. I don't think they'll go 0 like they did last season.
It's very tough this season as well to get the points, because last season it was first to 3. You only need to win 2 games to get your consolation point. This season you got to win 3 games.
It can work both ways, right? Like we saw earlier, you know, arguably Epsilon were the favourite. 3-0 up. They couldn't close it out. So.
That's true. So the new face Brickterium steps in. He's going up against Boltstrike.
He actually wanted this match, didn't he, Logan? He said
Brickterium needs a new script writer talking about doctors. Here we go. Oh, that's definitely the Brickterium costume as well. He loves that.
All right, Boltstrike is the aggressor here early in this round. Forcing Brickterium back. Nice whiff punish on that shoulder. The slide out of nowhere connects. Corner carry. Great start here.
Oh, the stun as well. How's he going to deal with it? Yes! I see so many people get caught with that off the wall. It's so quick in the corner. All the frame kills.
Overhead block.
Nice block and everything. And he was ready for the low forward activation as well.
Gets opened up. Still there.
Oh, the reset. Oh, he doesn't get the link though.
I actually think that the mirror took him out of the hit stun. The mirror literally hit him and he was out of hit stun. So lucky. You get more hit stun off the overhead than you do off the mirror.
Massive first round from Boltstrike.
Oh, there's that cheeky slide. Gets blocked this time. Nice adaptation from Brickterium. Tried to headbutt that jump in there. Got reset.
Nice buffer. Here we go, opening up in the neutral.
Love that frame kill, Logan. When you get
Nice
knocked
jump
down.
back, light punch,
Oh,
and
that's
anti-it.
Morgan. Back dashes out. Great round for Brickterium. Gets
Another
support.
slide pays off again. He catches him walking backwards and forwards, brainlessly there.
Pressure plus. Brave Tech. Nice little life lead here for Brickterium. As Boltstrike tries to figure out.
Oh, that overhead was so clever, and this is a huge round for Brickterium.
Another overhead. Has to make that slide safe, but there's no way back. Brickterium ties up 1 round apiece.
We've seen 2 completely opposite rounds here.
Right.
Boltstrike so dominating the first, Brickterium absolutely mauled him in the second.
Beautiful
Guaranteed,
punish.
I think that is, yeah.
Don't see enough characters using those fast traveling specials to punish that normal. Brickterium ready. Let's get away with that. Nice connection.
Here we go into the corner. Boltstrike again looking for that pressure. Brickterium doesn't have the answer.
He gets a throw, Logan. He's in trouble here. Wake up headbutt. It's safe on block. And he gets a back throw afterwards. Jab interruption, gets himself out of there and attacks again. Brickterium's not been able to deal with that.
Yeah, he's trying to catch him in the air late though. You need to definitely jump and chase him early. Here we go, the activation. Great. That's one time that Vega V reversal is actually a really good option.
Such a good answer in that scenario. Got to try and activate on hit if you can.
He's V skill up as well. He's got that 1 frame of armor on any special moves if he chooses to use them, Urian.
Oh, yes, he got a hit though. Protected that down fist. Brickterium going in.
Oh, the throw shimmy.
Oh, no. 1 interruption. Again. Oh, he's going to make it.
A great interruption from Brickterium, but Boltstrike with one of his own at 3 frame light, and then he looped the pressure on hit. Caught something.
Stronger and stronger every week, I must say, Logan.
Boltstrike's got a great combination of the patient poking style that you see from maybe like a Jester, and moments of that craziness that you'd see from a Nassim Claw. He manages to fuse them together really well, and what a great opening for my picks, Team Reason.
Could be a long set here for Brickterium. He's got to play 3 times. Like you said, Hurricane was the one talking about doing all the damage, but it's actually Brickterium they put on 3 times, so unfortunate result, but he's still got a chance to make it up.
And we saw those first 2 rounds over in blink of an eye.
Look at that reaction. Look what it means to Saltykid.
And I love seeing that. You see, Saltykid reacted even more than Boltstrike on winning that, and that's going to fire him up. Remember, Saltykid is playing 3 times. You want him playing with confidence.
He's their anchor, absolutely.
He's just such a ball of energy, Saltykid. He definitely plays on that confidence. It fuels him like so many other players, but I think him more so than many. It's going to be really
big deal in a
exciting
team setting, right? We've seen it ourselves, having teamed up in the past. When you've got a player that's doing that, getting the results for you, it just rubs off on you.
When you don't have the pressure, when you have your other teammates firing alongside you, can just get in your zone and in the groove. It's such a big psychological point. And let's see how that goes over to Incognitus, because he was definitely not very confident going up against Brian. Brian, of course, formerly used his own character, Rashid, but he's moved over to Manat, so he has the issue of the matchup knowledge, which is still very, very alien to many people, Manat. And, of course, he's going to know his own character, Rashid, inside out as well. What do you think?
I think it's going to be tough for Incognitus. What I would have liked to see when they were stood head-to-head, Logan, was a bit of confidence, a bit of like, I'm just going to go ham. It's 1 game. I can overwhelm him, I can beat him, but Incognitus didn't seem confident.
To be fair, we've seen him
momentum now from that victory.
Now you talk about that momentum. You talk about that. I'm going to go ham, or whatever. We saw him do that at EGX on the Pro Tour, and he eliminated TKR.
Yeah. I think he had another fantastic result in losers. I can't remember who it was, but a couple of substantial names fell victim to Incognitus.
It'd be very interesting to see how Brian deals with Incognitus once he gets in. And we saw how effective it is in Kefteros' first game for Epsilon, how this character can do.
I've seen this matchup at high level. I feel like Rashid has a slight advantage, honestly.
Yeah, we've definitely seen Goichi play the trio of high-level Rashid.
It's a bit uphill for Manat. It really is.
So here we go, second match.
Oh,
Reason
picks that
leading.
Wonderful costume again.
Nice anti-air. No punish.
No punish there.
You must be able to get something off that.
Definitely. He's got some fantastic range on the normals. Tries to go in. But Brian was ready. Interrupts with a jab and then the throw. Sit down where you are, says Brian. Where you going?
Yeah, you can't jump through that.
Good spacing on these dive kicks. Nice light kick though to interrupt. Good conversion off that counter hit stand light. activation.
Oh, that was a nice. Oh, she gets clipped a second time by the
corner carry.
By the whirlwind. Nice block on the overhead. Nearly got V-trigger though.
Oh, lets her jump in. Has to respect it. And she comes. Nice spacing on that dive kick again. The medium punch connects, takes Incognitus out of the air. He's got positional advantage, but huge life deficit. Tries to come in.
Tried to press something after that as well, possibly throw.
Oh, bet the farm on that. Hoping Manat would press a button on the jump in. I mean, he doesn't even get much momentum if it hits. But
I would definitely like to see Incognitus use that Crouch Fierce a lot more. There's a lot of startup and a huge hurt box on that, for example, that Crouch Fierce of Manat.
Yeah, and a humongous hitbox on the Crouch Fierce, which will definitely catch anything that's in front of it.
Absolutely, he needs to use that a lot more.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Rashid match where it's not been spammed.
Oh, there we go.
Comes off this time. Took the gamble. Well, that was safe. Too far to punish. Probably could have got a normal. Wanted to dash up. Interrupts well there.
And again, he gets counter hit. So Incognitus is trying to follow up this this negative pressure, trying to steal turns. He's getting punished for it. Not heavily though. The life lead is not insurmountable at the moment. He's got V-trigger as well. Is he going to activate? He will now after the throw, surely. Yes, here we go.
Tries to charge in.
Overhead.
Gets a little bit of damage there, Incognitus. Nice sequence, but Brian
definitely got off scot-free, to be honest with you, and he's got his V-trigger as well.
Yeah, great position as well. Gets in with that light kick. When that last Hurricane doesn't hit, Brian's knowing he can press light kick there. Oh, catches him loaded, could be the end. Critical artist there. It's over.
He finishes it off. What a lovely combo from Brian. Execution all the way, and I'll leave F-Word to just enjoy watching that animation on that critical art.
I did enjoy it. Who doesn't enjoy watching that animation, Logan? Good lord. Fantastic play there from Brian. Unfortunately for Incognitus. But I agree, Logan. I feel like he should have been infiltrating that space. There's a couple times where he stood in that area where Rashid just spams down and heavy punch. And he
was jumping a bit too much, I feel. His approach was all in the air. Yes, she's got weak anti-airs, but Rashid's so strong on the ground. And that I wish we could have seen that whole combo again, because that's one of the few characters in this game, Manat, that definitely requires high execution to get the most out of her damage.
Yeah, it all started with a slide low as well. Converted beautifully, did Brian.
Brian leans back in his chair, happy to close that out, very comfortable. Incognitus wasn't confident going in, and I think it showed in his play. He was a little bit too desperate.
Killer 7 there. One apiece, nothing to be too upset about. Reason very much in this fight, and it only gets better for them as their MVP of the team steps up. The Saltykid are coming up now. He'll be taking on Hurricane.
So we're going to go backstage and see what Ariel has to say about the proceedings. I wonder who she's talking to now.
Logan, bit of a clear look in front of you. I'm up here. Hi. Not backstage because I'm here with Killer 7. How you doing?
Very well, thank you very much.
Bit of history about you. You're a sub for Reason. You've been making all the noise back here, especially in the first match there where Boltstrike was just dominating it. But you got a bit touchy because I said that Hurricane was going to basically come in and destroy everything in his path of Reason.
Yep, absolutely not having that. I think that everyone this year needs to put respect on Reason's name because we are forced to be reckoned with this year. We've had a bit of a shaky start, but we are going to finish very, very strong, and I believe we can go toe-to-toe with absolutely anybody.
I like this confidence. Right, so you've had a good start in this game so far, but then we just had a bit of a shaky seconds.
Yeah, I mean, everyone always talks about the format being, a first to one, so it's very hard to kind of find that consistency, but I think, it's one apiece at the moment, and as a unit, we're very, very solid, and I think we're going to finish strong. This is our week.
I love a good pun, and I keep saying, is it the season for Reason?
Absolutely, 'tis the season for Reason.
'Tis the season for Reason. Back to the game now.
We were having a conversation earlier, weren't we, about who the best audience fan is from the team, and I think Killer 7's got to be right.
He's definitely up there, man.
I mean, this guy.
The Reason guys from season 1 have been making so much noise for their team.
Awesome lad.
Lose or lose. In season 1, they were making huge amounts of noise. So always great when you get that atmosphere in the studio here at the Gfinity Arena. And it's nice to have someone that's making as much noise as the French when they come down.
Yeah, the French, especially the Lyon guys, they do tend to overwhelm us a little bit when Envious are playing. Looking forward to seeing them later on tonight. Hurricane, with the confident interview, looking to do serious damage tonight, but only puts himself up twice in this game. So even if he wins his 2 matches, doesn't necessarily mean his team wins.
Regardless of who wins or loses, I definitely want someone to ask XL what their thinking is behind putting Brickterium up 3 times rather than Hurricane when Hurricane's talking all that talk. Matchup specific. I'd like to know the theory behind it. That's
talking the hardest, boy.
So here we go. Hurricane. He's going up against the Saltykid Yar.
You didn't just say that, Logan.
Absolutely.
Great start here from Saltykid.
Takes a throw crouching as well, which is never a good situation.
Great option to be able to just V-reversal out of the corner. Nice whiff punish. Hurricane weathered that little storm and now gets the round back in his side. Back throw, takes off all that grey health and a life lead now.
Nice interruption.
Saltykid, wake up DP straight away from Hurricane.
Hurricane has one sniff of momentum. He's stopping that immediately.
Oh, whiff punish to stand medium. Oh, why did that reach?
Dead.
Saltykid,
yeah. You have 900 vitality.
Look at the smile on his face. He loves it. Always ready for the camera is Saltykid as he goes one round up here against Hurricane. But Hurricane, not one to take lightly.
Oh, the splash.
I don't understand why Camis don't just DP. It's so good.
Yeah, we saw Darwin Hado.
Oh my god, that stand medium is really giving Camis problems in neutral.
And we're going to the corner.
Wake up buttons this time. Hurricane mixing up his wake up well. Saltykid worried about that DP. The drill, dashing and throw. Nice little life lead here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the bait was there. V-Trigger coming shortly. Where's the activation?
Lesko's coming out to play at some point. Where's her tag partner?
Cami's got the V-reversal if she needs it. She might just get her own V-Trigger. Jumps in, puts pressure on Saltykid, gets a throw. Oh, big mistake. Oh, he's still alive though.
Still alive.
Come across medium.
On the trade.
The Saltykid, has taken it.
And Saltykid gets the first win in his 3 fixtures today and defeats the man who was talking the most. Backstage for another energy drink for you, Hurricane, today.
Hurricane maybe spoke a bit too soon here as Reason looking to back up Killer 7's words there, going 2-1 up. Fantastic play. But we're not surprised. We know Saltykid. We expected to see him giving people trouble this season.
We've seen Saltykid give world-class players problems before in tournament.
Oh my god, Logan, why did that reach, man? Definitely a Kara of some form there. Maybe ended on the...
No, it's just a ridiculous command.
Fantastic range there. That's so clever to wake up with a crouch medium, but Salty didn't respect it.
We saw Hurricane was very, very confident in his wake-up options. Interrupted a number of times. How much does Hurricane cost?
Damn, Hurricane's going to have to watch that back in the saltiest.
Look at that. Look how much it means to Killer 7 there in the crowd. I love seeing that passion. That's what we're here for. Saltykid staying on.
Whew. He's going to be hard to take off with that momentum. And on comes the guy who is pretty much the anchor of the team here. Yeah. Brickterium, put up 3 times. This is the second time he plays.
I like to call these guys that are playing 3 times the champions.
Yeah, I like that.
Team.
That works.
Because, you know, they're basically having the weight put on them. Saltykid, definitely the champion of Team Reason, and he showed it why they're defeating Hurricane, one of the best players in the entire Elite Series. Brickterium is going to have to play Saltykid twice if it goes to 7 games, because they're rematching again in fixture 7. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I mean, Reason could literally run away with that, and we might not even see the rest of the matches, right? If they win the next 2.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, this could be quite a moment, Logan. A season and 1/3 has gone by, and Reason have not won a single set. They are 2-1 up right now with their best player going up against Brickterium.
That was a huge match. Hurricane, Saltykid, that was a huge match.
Massive
because look,
win.
You've got Brickterium, Saltykid, and all credit to Brickterium, but I'd pick Saltykid there. And then it comes down to Brian versus Boltstrike, and Boltstrike's looking really good. It's a good run of games there for Reason.
I've seen Brickterium take out some massive heads in tournament.
Absolutely.
He could have one of those games right now.
He needs
to. Shut
to.
down this Reason momentum.
Definitely needs to. Saltykid. Again, using that medium punch there in the neutral. Just testing, just to see how Brickterium
the drop kick with punishes.
Gets out of the corner straight away with a knee drop.
Had the armor too, just to protect its exit. Beautiful choice that from Brick. No meter to convert. Good reversal. Doesn't want to deal with it. Charges up.
The little lean back there, changing the hurt box.
He's got Saltykid playing at his pace at least.
Yeah.
Having to approach carefully here. Went for the headbutt anti-air, missed.
Picking his moments though.
Trade. Back dashes out. Oh, nice.
Nice. Doesn't manage to get the full conversion though. I don't think he had the charge. Oh, recovery. So
great button off. Does stand medium. Not enough people do that.
They nerfed the recovery on that EX charity tackle.
Oh, beautiful. Brickterium looking
time. Wake up buttons though. Here we go. Here's the activation. The meatiest of shoulders.
Oh, I love that shutdown. Walks into the disco though. Brickterium with some fantastic decisions this round, but yet Health is about even.
And that V-trigger is going to stay there as well.
Overhead block. Oh, this is going to get... Oh, no.
Oh, it was scrappy. It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess, but Saltykid came out at the end, the winner.
Saltykid ready, Logan. So ready. Every little scenario there. He takes that first round.
Wow, looking to whiff punish the drop kick with the crouch fierce. I love that.
Oh,
that time stuffed the anti-air with the jump hard punch.
Has him cornered very early on here. Very different to the last round, which was very slow, but Brickterium fights his way out. Nice neutral jump, gets hit though. No punish.
There's no recovery.
Oh, unfortunate there with that headbutt.
It's crazy.
Throw.
Yeah, takes the throw standing though. That makes a big difference in terms of the frame advantage.
Oh, gets caught by that EX.
Yeah, it was
wait
trying
for
to charge the
again.
drop kick.
Needs to get those meaties right.
Saltykid is going to activate.
One more hit. Saltykid takes it.
3-1 now to Reason. Am I a genius? I think so.
Oh my God, Logan, have you just called this? Have you just called this? We've waited how long? I should have known as soon as Shoryu Sengan said the XL were going to win.
The power of Shoryu
The XL weren't going to win.
Shoryu Sengan cursed you.
He can never be right. I should have known. I should have known.
He can never be right. Let's have a look at this back. And what an interesting situation it was there when he activated. Great wake-up buttons there from Saltykid. Good
yeah,
time.
He got away with that
Inverted
times, man.
The counter hit as well. Baited the throw out. Closed it out with Nadeshko on the assist. And Reason go up 3-1. Saltykid. Let's see what he had to say about Brickterium to the camera after that. What is this? This is free.
Look at that. This was supposed to be a close match. Not at all.
My style is unblockable.
Saltykid, yeah.
Saltykid!
Oh, look at that. Killer 7 on his feet. I'll tell you what, he called it. He said, this is our week. He didn't even blink when he said that. 1,000% confidence, and he was absolutely right.
I'm sure he said it every other week as well, though.
That's a bit harsh, Logan. He hasn't said that every other week.
So it all comes down to Brian. Brian is fighting to keep Team XL in the running. We were saying they needed to get this win. 1-1 is not acceptable for them as last season's champions, but they could be 1-2.
Yeah, right. And I'll tell you what,
huge shock.
What a guy to get on. I mean, actually, I think if you look at all their matches so far, apart from the fact that
Brian's the only man that's won a game so far.
No, I mean, I'm talking about Reason right now. Boltstrike has been probably their most consistent player before Saltykid, so it's a great guy to have come up here to close it out.
As I said to you, it was a great run of games back to back to back.
Look at that, the fist bumps before the match. Serious look on the face of Boltstrike.
Yeah, back down to business. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. As we saw in the first game, Boltstrike with a great mixture of patience and rago, as I believe you say.
Oh yeah, very well executed, Logan. Good pronunciation.
All 5 R's. Here we go.
Boltstrike.
Can Reason close this out?
Close it. How much does he know about Menat? Does he have the buttons? Oh,
they would have definitely played online. They both play online a lot, I'm sure. So he'll have some experience on the matchup.
It's a great start right now from
again, we see people trying to meet Boltstrike in the air.
Good jump in.
Jumps the crouch fierce, gets the big combo as well.
Oh, to the neutral jump there for the safe jump. Missed it. How does he deal with this?
Oh, there you go.
Doesn't want to handle it. I like the choice.
She's still got those orbs. 4 left.
It is to be respected, that V-trigger.
Down to 2, and they've gone. He got nothing off that V-trigger.
Mix up plus. Catches him trying to jump back.
Great defense there from Boltstrike.
Still dangerous. That critical art is there. Dive kick pressure. Any kind of opening. Spends a meter though for the knockdown. That was too high.
Great interruption. He's got the V-trigger as well. He went for the slide.
Nice anti-air. Sits out the orb. Oh, man, connects. Oh,
what
my
conversion from Brian.
Beautiful close there to keep his team in it.
I was really impressed by the defense there from Boltstrike, but it was just too many openings there created by Brian.
Such a good view reversal to get out of those situations. Gets away with another jump in though.
Do you know what the properties are on that view reversal?
No idea, but I mean, she's miles away, right? Oh, when she invincible, you mean?
Yeah.
Not aware. Neutral jump like it. One of Vega's best, most reliable anti-airs. What a sequence. What a round here from Boltstrike.
One more touch for the sun. What an activation.
Going to be a reset. He's just going to go for the damage here. Surely there will be a reset at some point. Good block. Block the low. Gets opened up. Oh my goodness, this pressure. Oh, lovely light kick. And then block there from Boltstrike. But he's in the corner. He's lost a ton of health.
And great defense from Boltstrike. Yeah, V-trigger.
Have I said this before? I don't think I've said this before, Logan. Match point reason.
Could this be it? I want all cameras on Killer 7 right now.
We're going to see the first.
There we go. Finally does get the air-to-air. Have to be early with that. Go straight to the critical art, though.
Great start to the round here from Brian.
Master, I really did it!
Oh, and Super is back. Yeah, critical art's back. Great awareness from Boltstrike, and the noise in the arena is starting to build up here.
She has another V-trick.
They can sense it.
Here it comes. Killer 7 on his feet here as Boltstrike tries to close it out, but activation. Fake
he does get opened up.
This is where she can be so deadly. The reset. Jab interruption.
He's got to respect that orb is out there as well.
Oh, what punish!
Brian closes it out.
Brian keeps him alive.
You can't respect that orb forever. It stays there, but you have to do something. You can't just wait. And to be honest with you, I was really impressed with how Boltstrike was blocking out the V-triggers. He hardly got anything the first 2 rounds. There, he got opened up eventually. There's only so many times you can block.
Oh man, that overhead actually caught the throw. That was disgusting.
The throw bait. Great. There we saw 2 critical arts as well, back to back in that round.
So scary when she has.
Let's have a look at this in the corner.
Went for the overhead, got jabbed out of it actually.
Got nowhere to go. V reversal. I don't know if that caught the caught the recovery of the V reversal.
Yeah, perfectly timed. It's almost as if Brian set him up to do that.
Very difficult to time that because you don't know which V reversal it's going to be as well. Oh, Boltstrike, you can see the disappointment in his face. Are we going to see another run back now?
Could it be slipping away from them, Logan? This opportunity to finally register, and I feel like if they get that win, they can go on a serious run.
I said that was a very important run of games there. With Hurricane, Saltykid, Brickterium, Saltykid, Brian Boltstrike. I think that was their opening there because now we've got Hurricane Incognitus. Incognitus wasn't exuding an air of confidence. Hurricane had all the confidence in the world but didn't deliver. You know what Claude's like after a loss.
Yeah, he's an absolute nightmare. He's probably the last guy you want to play after he's lost, honestly.
Absolutely, and it's going to be very, very difficult for Incognitus, but
if you're Boltstrike right now, you've seen your 2 teammates deliver and you want to do the same. You want to show your worth on the team. I think Boltstrike's going to go in here. I just want him to play confidently. Sorry, what am I talking about? Obviously not Boltstrike. But what I want to see is confidence, aggression, the kind of Rashid play that we see really overwhelm characters. That's what I want to see right now.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be difficult because Hurricane is the master of overwhelming, that swarming style with his Cammy, which I think he's locked in.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go Cammy. No Abigail this week. He had great success. I think 100%
he beat
ratio right now with Abigail.
Who did he beat in the mirror match with Cammy? Not the mirror match. Who did he beat Cammy Abigail before? First week.
The Dowsin player, I forgot his name. Dowsin from Endpoint. Right? Picked Abigail. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Look at the eyes there on Incognitus.
Cobblecog, you beat Cobblecog. Oh, nice back throw straight away.
It works out. Needs to be anti-air, needs to be dealing with this Hurricane pressure. Hurricane will be looking for blood here.
Nice air-to-air, dealing with it off the wall straight away. No messing around. EX mixer.
Fly. Oh, he had the corner right. Look. No punish on that V reversal. Twice now he's got
awareness from Hurricane to see that he wasn't grounded and he wouldn't get a combo.
That's up throw. Drill's coming. Wake up, stand medium punch.
Ooh.
Oh, buttons in between though. Should be it. Great play there from Hurricane. Not intimidated at all. Incognitus employing that in and out style that we've seen him use effectively in the
Hurricane
past.
pressing buttons after that mixer on hit.
Yeah, zero respect.
You really have to take respect from Hurricane.
That's plus.
Yeah.
Gets thrown. Now wake up medium punch seems to be his go-to option, Incognitus, but it's not worked. Oh, panic wake up. Big damage coming. One more hit.
One more touch for the stun. Yeah, that's such a horrible. You blocked the light.
Man.
You block that light kick from Cammy when you're one touch away from stun or death. That's a horrible
Oh,
situation
it's terrible,
to be in.
right? It's so bad.
Because what are you going to do?
You're a genius
It's
if
a
you don't die at
50-50.
that moment, honestly.
And there we go. As I said,
Great play from
coming down
Hurricane.
to the last game, and it is all on the shoulders of Brickterium and Saltykid. Let's have a quick look at how Hurricane steamrolled over Incognitus there. Very, very short order, looking incredibly impressive.
Very dominant.
That's
Very
the sort of Hurricane that we're used to seeing, and he did deliver there in the end. But
I'll
we
tell you
are
what,
gonna
though,
go down
if
to
you're
our
Brickterium going into this next game, right, you've lost the last two.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter, though, does it? I mean, you win this, and no
Oh,
one...
all will be forgiven, all will be forgotten. If you win this game, and
Your
of
team
course he
takes
had
it.
that, it was a kind of a scrappy game against Saltykid. I wouldn't have said that Saltykid completely outplayed him. He just capitalized on the openings better.
Yeah, when he got in, it was more difficult, I felt. But that's Mika, right? When she gets in, it's supposed to be more difficult.
It's just how it is. He wasn't really able to put effective zoning out there. A difficult one there for Urian to really pin her down and control her. But we'll see.
Look at that.
Saltykid, you can rely on Saltykid for a great reaction if he wins. I'm sure we're going to see...
Man, I want to see Killer 7's reaction if they win, man. Seriously. Get the camera into the
I want to
audience for
see
that.
how Brickterium deals with the splashes, first and foremostly, because you know that is a staple of Saltykid's gameplay in the neutral. He's going to be splashing, seeing how you deal with that. He definitely needs to have an effective answer to that. And he needs to make the most of these Aegis Reflector V-trigger activations.
Yeah, he did it on block a few times,
Yeah.
which didn't work out for him in both matchups. Hard to hit confirm. Obviously, you need to be in a situation where you can get the 2 lights with it.
Yeah, of course.
He kind of has to commit to it.
Needs to have a little bit more...
All right, this is it. It's game point, both players. All comes down to this. Another 3-3, guys. What a night at the Elite Series we're having.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that buffer hits her in the air. She's able to punish. Come on, grab City. Here we go. In the corner very early. A similar routine to what we saw in the last time they played. Frame kills. Nice jab interruption, though, from Brickterium. Gets his own throw in.
Now he needs to make this momentum count. Backs off, though.
Yeah, just wants to reset the neutral.
Armors up. Lot of trades here. He's got the V-trigger, though.
Yeah.
Both players.
Very much in this is Urian. Goes in. Overhead blocked. Love that pressure. Good defense here from Saltykid, though. Just sat and blocked all of that. Tried to get a punish, not quite. Love the idea, though.
Yeah.
Nadeshko's gone.
Has survived.
Jump in where you going, says Saltykid.
He doesn't survive the forward hard punch, though. Crush counted into the air.
I get to say it again. Look at the confidence of this kid.
Set
Match
point
reason.
When in doubt, the counter hit. Lovely, that was meaty.
That's for the reset. Oh, it's so hard to anti that jump fierce. Looking good for Brickterium until he gets opened up. Stand medium connect. Corner. Where Saltykid shines.
It's gone. Great use of the V reversal to lose immediately 200 stun off that gauge.
Too far for the crouch medium, but gets a nice conversion.
Yeah, he was looking for that V-trigger activation. Now it's come out. See how Brickterium deals with it. Oh, that's great.
Overhead connects.
Oh, another overhead.
Punish. Bad situation here.
Oh, command grab that time.
Gets hit by the V reversal. Walks forward and throws. Saltykid in a great position.
He's going to be here. He's going to have to fight out legit.
EX. One more hit will do it for Brick. Overhead missed this.
Oh, the overhead was too far away.
Salty waiting patiently. Tries to whip punish the button.
For the whip punish.
Oh,
he gets it.
He's got no meter. He's got to take this mix up. Wake up, agent. Oh, my days.
Off the ground, third frame.
Match point, both players. Oh, then for the command grab.
Again.
Is Reason going to be able to close this out, Logan?
To the final round once more here.
Brickterium looking to erase those 2 defeats immediately here. Stacks up again. CX connects. Looking better as it goes on is Brickterium. Confidence oozing, but gets hit.
That medium punch from Mika, so effective for Saltykid so far.
Oh, that nice again. There it is, as you called it, Logan. Such a good button. Tick throw. Oh, wants to stop. Oh, my days. This is the moment. Reason
have won
it's
their first game here in the Elite Series, and it's all down to this man, Saltykid winning 3 straight.
Wow! Killer 7 called it. Team Reason with their first victory ever in Elite Series history here on Street Fighter 5. What a fantastic night it is for them.
Incredible stuff. Real scenes. Look at that. Sorry, I know the camera's expensive.
Sorry. Students at school might be watching this. I need to behave myself.
Cameraman readjusting. Genuine emotion there for the Reason team members. And again, all credit to Saltykid and credit to Undercover as well for making such an amazing signing for Team Reason.
We said it a while back ago. There's a talented kid over in the Nordics who nobody has. This guy brought him over and he's delivering almost instantaneously. Logan, have to give you credit too, because not only was Killer 7 right, so too were you. And on a very rare occasion, having sided with Shuri Sengan, F word is wrong for once. That won't be happening again, but great pick, great pick. Unfortunate for Brickterium there, he goes 0-3 in that set. Very tough. Why am I so good, says Saltykid.
It meant so much to him.
Can't translate everything he said there, I'll just leave out the middle word.
Incredible stuff there. Let's ask what the guys on the desk thought about my incredible prediction.
It was an incredible prediction, Logan, F word. I love that idea that Saltykid's just say, why am I so good? I tell you what, congratulations to Reason for getting their first win. Sadly, all the money will be going to that broken camera. You may have seen that. But listen, there is the results, and it stands. We've had 7 match thrillers twice tonight already. Will it be a clean sweep with the next 2 matches? But there you have it. Excel get a point, but it's not quite enough as Reason get their first ever win in the Elite Series. Now, I can't imagine that we wouldn't have anybody else other than Saltykid coming out to join us, right? Surely we're having Saltykid is going to join us right now. Let's start applauding him.
Saltykid! Yeah.
Come and join us. Take a seat, man. Take a seat. Look at that. We're not worthy. 3 wins for Reason. He wasn't here last week. He felt bad about it.
Yeah.
You left that behind because 3 wins, the first ever Street Fighter win for Reason.
Yeah, man, it feels so good.
Yeah.
I can't describe it, the feeling. But, yeah.
It's over, man. You won.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, let's applaud him. Let's do it, man. The difference this year, Reason needed to make some changes. I know that Steve Undercover, wherever he is at the moment, I know he's loving this. I guarantee he'll be on Twitter like a bad man. So listen, you came in, were you excited, you nervous? What were you feeling like tonight? This was your chance against Excel.
Well, I felt like I usually do. Godlike. Like the thing, I have the read on all the players at the team, like in the team. So I felt very confident.
What does he mean when he says the read on the players?
Well,
explain. No, I'm going to ask these 2 gentlemen. So you just enjoy that win.
He's already read them like a book. Like, he's seen what they're all about. He knows what they're going to do. Yeah. Like, of course, they're going to wake up, headbutt here, block it, punish. He's the best, man. He's the best.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I noticed that he was being for a Mika player, he was being very patient and analysing and blocking from time to time, baiting out the headbutts. He got caught once. Everybody gets caught. But that level of patience for a Mika player stood out to me, and I think that's why you overcame everybody just there.
Indeed. Look at that for a celebration. Standing up, just a smile, you're beaming. The energy that is coming off you, Saltykid. And Boltstrike and Incognitus there with you. Boltstrike's pointing at you. Did you feel like you are the man to fear for every other team in the Elite Series?
No doubt.
Listen, he loves himself so much. I first met him in Sweden. Yeah. He was beating me up. He wasn't even looking at me when he was looking at the screen when he was playing. He was looking at F1 and he was like, watch this.
Oh yeah, what's that when I...
Yeah. So we expected big things and proving it now, which is exciting. Now, how far can Reason go? Is this going to give them... Is this unlocking the door now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
This is a big win. This is a big win regardless of who is and isn't here. That's a monumental win in that kind of fashion as well. One man. Really, really impressive stuff.
And I think for the other teams as well, one, they're all going to be ecstatic that XL are 1 and 2. They're like, right, this is our chance to win the whole thing. And two, it might have actually scared them a little bit to be like, right, we've got to take Reason seriously this year. So, yeah, good stuff to Saltykid.
Yeah, and how will you celebrate now? How will the Reason boys look after you?
We'll grab a nice steak or like a burger. Just hang out and just like talk about how good I am at this game.
Of course, that's his response.
I'm so good. No, but honestly, like, you know Daigo, yeah? Daigo, I'm the love child of Daigo and Fudo.
Oh my God.
That's me. Like, I have the reads, I have the adaptation, I have everything.
Yeah.
I just need a sponsor. That's what I need. I just need to travel, and then I will conquer the world.
Well, I'll tell you what I've liked tonight is there is no Luffy for Method, but we've had our Mika dose of that. Listen, I'll tell you what a character. You are going to enjoy this, lad. Congratulations to Reason. Ariel is up there right now with Brian from Excel.
I am indeed with Brian. Now, last week I managed to make Infectious just speechless. Am I going to do that with you when I say that you've just been beaten by last year's losers?
Nah, it happens, so you just need to take it for what it is. Obviously a bad week, they played really well, and we didn't, so...
Okay, but that's 2 weeks now that you guys have lost. Not to rub salt in the wound. Excuse the pun.
We can't afford any more losses, that's it now, we need to win every game.
Was it all about Saltykid, or were they just a better unit together?
Nah, I wouldn't say it was a one-man team. Obviously Saltykid got the 3 wins for them, but he played well, and there was other games where we should have won, we had it, and just a few small mistakes. It's what happens.
You've been playing with Manat, which is just a kind of relatively new character. Are you finding that a good tactic or a bad tactic?
Obviously, it's good in the fact that people don't know the matchup, but at the same time, I also don't know the matchups because she's so new. So obviously, I've got the upper that way, but yeah, it's just need to get used to it. It's still early, only about a month in, so.
Does that mean it's extra training for you in terms of having to accomplish her skill set?
Well, obviously, I've completely dropped Rashid for now, just until Manat's at the right level, then I'll bring Rashid back. But yeah, obviously I need to put in the extra work because I've got catch-up. The game's like a year and a half old and my character's not even a month old, so.
So we'll come back from this?
We'll come back,
You managed not to speak, and I managed not to floor you.
We'll come back, don't worry.
We'll come back. You heard it, Tom, Excel, they're going to come back from this. Trust them.
I will trust and take your words for it. I tell you what, ironically enough, though, Saltykid had the read on Brian there and knew exactly what he was about to say. Just saying. Listen, we always knew he'd make a huge impact in the second season of Street Fighter, and I'm Still the Daddy is doing just that. He's backstage getting ready with his infused teammates to take on Endpoint, and it's fair to say his life so far has been an eventful journey. It's I'm Still the Daddy!
I was about 13 when I started going the wrong way in life. I ended up in prison, could have got anything up to 10 years.
Right now, I'm Still the Daddy yet to take a hit. Yeah, he is cruising right now.
Promised myself when I get out, I was never going to do this again.
Oh, big jump in there. There's another great round from I'm Still the Daddy.
I just knuckled down and played a lot of the computer game. It actually changed my life around.
I'm Still the Daddy closed it out with a reset combo.
Yeah, I beat him. He wasn't worth the time when we did a set, so I just mopped him quickly.
I'm Still the Daddy staying true to his word. What a beat, and he teabags him as well. Oh my God, the disrespect.
I would have beat any of three of them eventually.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make you blush.
Now I'm the captain of Team Infuse, the best team in the country.
I'm Still the Daddy looking really comfortable there.
I'm Still the Daddy with zero respect. Wow.
Never imagined this would ever happen to me. Never in a lifetime. My family are proud of me, you know,
So we'll see then who's the daddy then, yeah?
Obviously.
Obviously, indeed. A tough competitor, the man from Infused. I'm Still the Daddy. Let's talk about their lineup before we talk about their opponents tonight. Endpoint. We can see the whole lineup, in fact. But a bit of a change for Infused. Gunslinger's back, a barrel character. What do you make of both of those lineups tonight? And can you see a weakness in either of the teams in terms of their matchups potentially?
I think on paper, I think Team Infused looks stronger.
Sure.
I know they've thrown Gino in there. It depends whether Gino DeCampo picks Ibuki or Laura. If he plays Laura, I think Infused have the edge. If he picks Ibuki, he could cause a huge upset.
Yeah, and we've seen a massive success from Broski. He really has been the man this season. He's really stepped up, especially that battle against Mr. Crimson from Envy. But it should be a juicy contest. There's going to be a lot of excitement and drama in there, but Endpoint there've been no slumps this time around, have they?
They weren't the first season as well. I mean, they only had a bad form and dip when it mattered the most near the end.
Near the end,
but
yeah.
they're a very, very strong team, and I think they're probably the most overlooked team. I think people just look, yeah, they're decent, but they're not worried about Endpoint. When I think that shouldn't be the case. Like, they're very, very strong.
Okay, well, listen, gentlemen, it's that time again. Anything could happen. Will they know which way to walk? It's time to find out. We will have our first matchup for today. The players are backstage right now. They're waiting eagerly to find out who they are taking on. But Endpoint are going first. So I can say now, for matchup 1, a bit of tension in the, ooh, can we get going some of that going, ooh. Matchup 1, it's Gino De Campo for Endpoint. Solid work, Gino De Campo. I think that was an ooh as excitement. But I tell you what, it's lovely to have you back, sir. I'm looking forward to this. What have you been doing while you've been away? Have you been practicing? Are you bringing the A game? What's happening? What's going on, man?
I've been streaming a lot. That's been really fun. And I went on a little holiday, I guess, for 2 days.
So you're refreshed, ready for this?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, listen, who do you want to play up for Infuse? They're a tough lineup, but who would you like to take on tonight?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I love that fighting talk, because I tell you what, I can tell you straight to you, I'm Still the Daddy is your first matchup. So ladies and gentlemen, matchup 1, I'm Still the Daddy is taking on Gino De Campo. Lovely to have you back again, Mr. I'm Still the Daddy. Feeling confident?
Yes.
Yeah, sitting pretty, 2 wins out of 2, hoping to make it 3 in a row?
Yeah, hopefully.
And up against this man, we know he's got an Ibuki, we know he's got a Laura. Which character would you...
Laura, I want his Laura right now.
Okay, perfect. Listen, I'm Still the Daddy, Gino De Campo. Both head off that way because you are matchup 1. So we move on to matchup 2. So, for Endpoint, we have, he's back there looking a bit nervous. Does Broski want to come out? Does Jones Arcade want to come out? Who's no? Oh, there's deliberation. It's going to be Jones Arcade for matchup 2. Jones Arcade, get yourself down here. Come and join me down here, buddy. I've got to say, your watch game is almost as good as Zaid's. Almost, but it's shiny. There's excitement in the camp. Endpoint, 2 wins in a row. Are we going to make it 3 tonight?
Maybe. We'll have to see. Strong opponents, so.
Strong opponents? Who would you like to take on tonight?
Probably Shax.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Unfortunately, he'd like to take on Shax. Will he be taking on Shax? It's time to find out. For matchup 2, taking on Jones Arcade. For Infused, we have the return of Gunslinger! Yes, man. Come and join me here. Barrow back in the building, dressed like him.
Back.
It's exciting to have you back here. Nice to be back in front of all this arena. Look at this crowd. They kind of love you, part hate. It's like they're firing you up, isn't it?
They love me. They all love me. All of them.
Okay.
All of them love me.
Okay, well, listen. That is going to be matchup 2. Gunslinger, you can head that way. Jones Arcade, you can head that way. So that means matchup 3 is going to be Broski taking on Shax. Take a stand on this bottom step for me, gentlemen. Broski, the man of the moment for Endpoint. A tough matchup tonight against Infused.
Yeah, but not impossible.
Not impossible. And will we be seeing the formidable Dalsim, or are we going to see like an iffy one tonight from you?
Definitely formidable.
Formidable. Okay, Shax. Got to ask. You've got a roster of different characters. Look at the swagger of this man. I love the swagger of Shax. Who are we going to be using as your character tonight? Because you're going up against Dalsim.
Depends how I feel on the stage, to be honest.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you're on the stage right now, but not quite sat down there.
Yeah.
At what point will you decide? When you're walking back, or?
When I'm on the character select screen.
Okay, perfect, when the camera gets to you. Listen, Shax is taking on Broski. Gentlemen, you can head that way, and obviously, Broski, you can head that way, which means there are 4 other matchups for this 7-match thriller. Matchup 4, Broski will be taking on Gunslinger. Matchup 5 will be Gino De Campo versus Shax. Matchup 6, Jones Arcade versus I'm Still the Daddy. And matchup 7, if if it goes that far, as we've already had 2 of them already. Jones Arcade versus Shaq. So there you have it. Endpoint and Infuse. Someone's undefeated match has to go. We'll be hurtling along tonight, and in just a few minutes, we will get the opportunity to see the form team of this Street Fighter series Infuse in action. They've looked unstoppable in the opening 2 matches, so what a challenge for Endpoint.